Hello, my name is Michelle DeClasses, and I'm here with the SEO department at Dynamic Page Solutions. I just want to take a minute before we get started to thank you all for attending this webinar today. Today's webinar will focus on Instagram, primarily how to use and set up Instagram, as well as how to innovatively use Instagram to engage more with your clients. Now, for those of you who don't know what Instagram is a free mobile photo sharing application. At the moment, it has around 7.3 million users. It's one of the fastest growing social media networks online at the moment. And the Instagram application is compatible with the iPhone, iPod Touch, iPad, and Android. The best part about Instagram is that you can share your photos on Facebook, Twitter, and other various social media platforms. Now, at the moment, there is no virtual space for Instagram online via desktop or laptop. The only way to access Instagram at the moment is through your smartphone. So in today's presentation, I'm going to go ahead and go over how to set up and use Instagram, and also show you a fantastic site titled Statigram, which is a partner with Instagram. And Statigram basically is the metrics section. It kind of shows you a tracking of all of your photos and likes, and just kind of keeps you up to date on what activity you're doing and your followers are doing on Instagram. So first thing I want to start off with is how to set up and use Instagram. Now for that, I have an actual site I'm going to go ahead and pop over to. It's actually a wiki how-to. Okay, and this kind of walks you through step by step how to set up and download your Instagram application and how to use it, the basic functions. So the first step I wanted to go ahead and cover is the downloading section. So you're going to want to download Instagram either from iTunes if you have an iPhone, iPad, or iPod, or you're going to download it from the Google Play Store if you have an Android device. Now the second section you're going to want to pay attention to is launching Instagram. Now, the Instagram application will be apparent right on your screen. It's circled in red over here. It's the little camera icon. You're going to want to click on that or tap on that, and it'll bring up the registration section. And here is where you're going to want to put in your email, your username, your password, phone number. The phone number is optional. You do not have to use your personal phone number if you do not want to do that. And you can also upload a photo of yourself if you'd like. Another great thing about this application is that you can import your contacts and find friends from various other social media platforms such as Facebook. You can use your Twitter account as well, and any other social platform that you have. Now the next thing that Instagram will ask you to do is it'll suggest users for you, and then you can go ahead and either follow the users or skip the process altogether if you'd like. And that way you just want to click on the follow section that's right over here titled in red. Okay, and then another great part of Instagram is the feed section. This lets you read all of the all of your users' updates and photos, and kind of get a up-to-date version of what's going on in their lives. And that's going to be this house button right here on the left-hand side. And now the popular tab is a great little section as well, because it kind of showcases all of the most popular photos trending at that time. And it's visualized by this little star icon right here. And now the most important part of Instagram is the Share tab. That's actually where you're either going to upload a photo from your photo gallery or take a photo with your smartphone camera. Now, this is you can either, if you're going to take a picture with your camera on your smartphone, you're going to want to click the camera button. And then if you want to upload a photo from your photo gallery, you're going to want to go ahead and click on the photo gallery button. Now, another great part is that you can use a filter for your photos. So once you have your photo uploaded, or once you've just taken a photo, you can then put a filter to the photo you just uploaded, and just to make it look that much more aesthetically pleasing to the eye. That's really what's going to engage, your clients to check out your photos. And then you're going to want to go ahead and put in a brief description of the photo that you're uploading. And this is also where, and I'll get into this a little bit more in a little bit, but you're going to want to go ahead and caption your photo or describe what your photo is talking about, and also use a hashtag. And I'll show you how to do that in just a minute. And then you're also going to want to go ahead and you can share. You'll be able to share your photos on your Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, and Flickr's account. So once you've uploaded and hashtagged and shared your photo, you're going to want to click Done so that your photo can then be uploaded into the newsfeed. The next step is going to have you can click on the News tab to get up-to-date information from your Instagram and other users on Instagram. So by clicking on your account name, which is going to be this section right here, it'll provide you access to all of your account settings. It'll help you find friends and invite friends at any time. And then you can also edit your Instagram profile and disable social networks and edit your sharing settings as well. So this is just kind of an overview of how to set up and use Instagram. And now that we've kind of gotten more familiar with that, I wanted to go into basically how to understand Statigram. Now, as I've stated before, Statigram is partnered with Instagram. It's completely 100% free, as well as Instagram is too. It allows you to track photos, utilize metrics, understand your audience, and kind of view your followers. It lets you view your statistics and how many followers you've gained, and all that fun stuff. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and show you that site right now. Okay, so basically when you sign into Statigram, you're just going to sign in with your Instagram account and your Instagram password, and it'll take you to this main page. It's your feed page. So right here I have all of my followers that I follow and that are following me. So this is pretty much the main page that you'll see. These are all the photos that have been uploaded in the past hour or so. So it's always pretty up to date. Another thing about this section, if you look over down here to the bottom right, you can like or love a photo by clicking on this little heart icon. And then you can also comment on a photo by clicking on this little blurb right here. Okay, so the next section I want to go over with you on Statigram is the statistics section. This is going to be the most important section because you're going to be able to kind of see, the activity that you've been doing, people that are following you. It basically shows you a percentage of how you're doing on Instagram. So right now, as you can see, I only have about 4 photos, and then 7 likes, 52 followers, 13 following, and it also shows you the followers that you've acquired in the last 7 days, as well as the growth of your followers in the past month. And so also down here, like what I talked about before, the love rate, this is the engagement that your followers have with you on how much they like your photos. And right here, the next section is the talk rate. So that's how many followers are actually engaged in talking about your photo, commenting on your photos. And the spread rate is how many people beyond your followers actually like or receive comments about your photos. Now, this is very, very awesome because if if you can see, usually it's just your followers and people that are following you that post comments and about your pictures and whatnot. But if you can get a wider audience to kind of see your updates and photos, it gives you that much more social validation. Okay, so snapshots is another section that's part of Statigram, and snapshots is basically a way for you to showcase with others your statistics on Instagram. So it's a good way to let people know more about you and how engaged you are within the network. So the first section here is the bird's eye view of Instagram. So basically you can download this to your email address and upload it to Instagram, and it basically just breaks down everything that you have done in the past month. So you have pictures posted, you have the followers, you have how many people likes your pictures, how many people like your pictures, and then what filter is your favorite filter. And then the next section shows you just, when you started on Instagram. And then the next section is, people that you like the most on your Instagram accounts, that you kind of follow the most. And then your very first posts on Instagram, or the first person you followed, or the first person that followed you. It just kind of showcases a little tidbits about the progress you've made on Instagram. Okay, so another section of Statigram is the management section. Now this is great for if you want to send private messages to clients, or you want to track the comments you're receiving. This is a great tool to use. You can do it all right here. It comes out as a list, and then you can just check out if you have any comments, and then if you want to use the section, the private message section, to message your clients back. That's also a great way to keep in contact and engage with your audience and clients. The promote section, basically, it's for if you have your own website, your own Facebook account for your business, or your own blog or website. So basically, the public URL is just the URL that you can showcase on your blog or website, or if you want to share it on your Google+, your Twitter, or your Facebook. You can do it this way. It'll actually give you like a little URL so that people can check out, even if they're not on Instagram, they can check out your photos and your updates. Now on Facebook, you can make a feed tab for your fan page if you have a fan page. You can easily add new tabs on your Facebook and engage your Facebook community more deeply. You can display your Instagram feeds, add a hashtag feed, plug in moderations in order to control your image. Basically, it's just another way for people on your Facebook to check out your photos. Another thing about Facebook that you can also use, and that Statigram provides for you, is you can create a profile cover. So on your Facebook account how you can put a little picture up by your profile, like up here. Instagram will actually create, from the pictures you already have on your Instagram, it'll create kind of like a collage of pictures that you can put on your Facebook as a cover photo. And it also lets you use a photo gallery widget, basically just showcasing all of your photos on your blog or website. And there's also an RSS feed that you can install so that everybody can follow your feeds and kind of keep up with you that way as well. And then you also have the follow buttons on the bottom, so you can click you can have people click on a link over here to follow you on Instagram. Alright, so now that we've kind of gone over the overview of Statigram, and I kind of showed you a little bit about how that works, I'm going to go into some creative ways to use and utilize Instagram. So I'm going to go ahead and pop back over to the PowerPoint and just kind of go through some points I have, and then I'll show you some examples after the slide. But one of the most important ways to utilize Instagram in the most creative, I think, is definitely to show your product. Whether it's showcasing the community around the house that you're listing or the neighborhood, find something that's most intriguing to you and take a picture of it. People, clients and your followers, they're going to want to know what things are around the community that they're looking at, and what restaurants and what the community is like around the house. So if you see something that interests you, it's definitely going to interest your client. And the best thing about Instagram is the use of the filters, because they make your photos that much more aesthetically pleasing to the eye, and that in itself will create your potential clients to come to your site to check out your photos. Another great thing to post about is about pictures of going through your daily life, like a day in the life of a realtor, just so that your clients get more of a personalized view of who you are. They're not just looking at you as a realtor or a business. This is a great way to kind of showcase what you do in your office, pictures of your office, or where you go for lunch, or family vacations, or just pictures that kind of showcase you as a person and what you do in your spare time. Also, a great thing to post about is events or conferences you're attending. And if you're part of a charity or sponsorship, definitely take pictures of that, because clients are going to want to know, what is, like, who you are other than what you do. Another great thing you can post about is pictures of clients getting their keys to their new home, and that's like a very, very special moment for your clients. So definitely you want to take pictures of that. Another great thing to do is if you're in a more rural setting, you should want to take pictures of I know it's hard if you're in like a rural area where there's not a lot going on. Take pictures of the surroundings, like if there's a neat looking door or window, or if there's great scenery outside of the house, or if it's wintertime, or during the fall season. Definitely take pictures of all of that. That's definitely gonna draw in your clients, and make the housing that much more interesting. And if you do live in a bigger city area, definitely take pictures of all of the skyscraper buildings, or high buildings if there are some, to kind of showcase the city and the city feel, and just like if there's different restaurants around, then definitely take pictures of that as well. So another thing is you can take pictures of your employees at your office. So if you have a secretary or a receptionist that work with you, taking pictures of the sort of behind the scenes is really interesting to people, and people will really appreciate the behind the scenes look of what you do and your work. So that's also a really great tip to take pictures on. So now that I've kind of gone over some of the innovative ways to use Instagram, let me show you some examples. Okay, so I'm on the viewer section, so I just want to go through, and I actually am friends with a realtor. Her name is Tacoma Jones. That's not her real name, but her real name is Ann Jones. But this is kind of what her profile looks like. So she has her name up here, and then she's got her her real name right down here. This is her username. But then she's got a little, description about who she is and what she does. But the most important thing about this is that she actually has a link right back to her site. Now, this is very important, because you want to always have a way for your clients to kind of link back to your website. And what better way to do it than on your Instagram? Because if they're looking up real estate on Instagram and they come across any of your pictures, they click on your pictures, they click on your profile, bam, right here is where your website is, and they can just click right to your website to check out the houses that you have available. So as you can see, she's got some really great pictures and different angles from different houses that she's taken pictures of, like, you know, the house here, she's got the fireplace as the centerpiece, and it's kind of, you know, tipped to an angle, so it makes the photo more interesting. She also added some filters to it, so and it just makes it look a lot more aesthetically pleasing. And as you can see over here, she's got some pictures of the city, since apparently she is near the city area, so she's got, you know, some pictures of the lights and just people outside. And then also, if you have a focal point that you want to showcase in any of the houses that you are showing, that's what she did over here. So the focal point here is the chandelier and the big windows outside, you know, so definitely take advantage if you have certain focal points within the house that you really want to showcase. Definitely take pictures of that, you know, just like the fireplace over here. And another thing that I wanna let you know too is that when you're, again, adding a description, when you're adding a description to your picture, you're gonna want to make sure that you do put in a hashtag, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this photo is in Manhattan. It was taken in Manhattan, and it's a real estate photo. But as you can see, down here is just a little description of the area. It says, you know, how Brooklyn sees it. Obviously it's in Brooklyn. And then right next to it you have the hashtag. So you have hashtag New York City, hashtag Manhattan, hashtag Brooklyn. This is very crucial because what Instagram does is it actually curates by hashtag all of the photos on the database. So if somebody's looking up a real estate in Phoenix or real estate in New York, all they would have to do is type in, you know, hashtag real estate, or, you know, something like that, and all of your pictures as well as other pictures of the same, you know, type of category will show up, and it'll make it that much easier for your clients to find you, other than just having a description about, you know, the city or the house that you're trying to show. And okay, so now that we've kind of gone over the hashtags and, you know, kind of gotten a feel for Statigram, and I kind of showed you some examples, I just want to showcase again how important Instagram really can be, and how great it can be for your clients to kind of get to know you on more of a personal level. I think this is the most beneficial way to kind of showcase that is through applications like Instagram, because it gives you a sort of a photo library, like a photo story of you. And once you can get a more personal relationship with clients, they kind of open up more, and, you know, they'll be able to understand you more as a person and not just a realtor, and therefore potentially you can gain more leads that way. And utilizing Instagram creatively helps your audience by having them be able to connect with you on a different level, and engaging with them, you know, in building long-lasting relationships is always an important aspect of real estate. Okay, so I wanted to thank you all for attending this webinar, and we look forward to seeing you at our next one.